Hello, hello, hello. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. This is Marva Dolphin, your spiritual growth and transformation coach. And I'd like to simply say a spiritual transformation coach. I believe that there is a God, a source, a spirit that guides us here on earth. And I avail myself to that source to guide the women that I help in transformation, those who have internal problems, mindset shifts that they need to accomplish, those that have desires to just simply soar. And so I am here every Wednesday morning at 8:30 around. And this morning I'm a little late, so I apologize for that. But I am so grateful to be here with you this morning. And also, I wanted to share with anyone that's listening, we do have a prayer group called 1 Million Women in Prayer. You could join that group as well. And I also stream on there on Wednesday morning immediately after this stream. But I'm so thankful to be here with you this morning. Just to leave you some affirmations and something that we could talk about working out. Because oftentimes we affirm things and we don't manifest it. So this morning, I'd like to look at it a little deeper and really take the time to not only read it, but to internalize it and to live by it. I've been reading this book of affirmation called Uplift from God by Stephen Yang. And it's a very powerful book. And this is where I brought these affirmations from that I will be reading this morning from that particular book. And it's just simply amazing. And what the author said was to affirm your affirmations 3 times a day because our ego that's within us is going to resist them. And oftentimes we don't think about the resistance that we hold inside and we affirm, but really don't internalize that ego that's saying, yeah, right, that's not really going to happen. But instead of just affirming it, you break it down in a way that in which you'll be able to navigate it and really fulfill it. So the first affirmation this morning is, the Lord is my armor, my source, and my strength. There is nothing I cannot overcome. And so when you look at that particular affirmation, talking about the Lord is my armor, what does that really mean to you, right? How do you see God, your source? Do you see God as truly your strength, or are you just really reading from the Bible and saying, yeah, God is my strength, God is my source, God is my hope, God is my peace? Do you really internalize God as your strength? And so one of the things I like you to imagine this morning is when King David, before he went into battle, before he went into the army, he sent forth the armor of God, right? In front of the any troop that he had some priests, right? Those who were displaying their source of strength. Yes, we're coming to you with our arrows and our bows and our hatchets and everything that we have. But the biggest ammunition that we have is our source, our God, because it's the God who's going to guide us and to tell us which direction in which we should go, how to fight this battle, how to retreat from the battle. It's the source. So who are we using when we wake up every single day? In this amazing day, who are we using? Who is the source that tapped you out of your sleep? Who is your source that you're going to use to guide and navigate throughout the day and to tell you, hey, this situation may come up, and this, you hold your peace, right? Who is that source that you use? All right. So I'm talking about God, the source. He's my source, right? The Spirit is here to guide me. So the Lord is my armor, my source, and my strength, and there is nothing I cannot overcome. Because everything will be trivial. When you look at your situation and you bring source into play, Like your problems of the day, it's trivial. My goodness. If Source could create this beautiful day for me to live in, what is my problem to Source? Right? So this is how I now internalize these affirmation and really begin to live by them. So write down this affirmation. You could say it twice a day and really live it out, right? The Lord is my armor, my source, and my strength, and there is nothing I cannot overcome. Affirmation number 2 is today is a new day and a new miracle made by God. And that simply speaks for itself. Today is a new day. Yesterday's gone away, right? We cannot recapture yesterday. Of course, we may have taken photos or videos and we could reflect, right? But we can't go back into yesterday. So today is truly a new day, right? And a new miracle. Why is it a miracle? Because we did not design this day, right? It is a miracle. It's a gift given to us. And so we get to embrace this day that was made by God. Isn't that awesome? To wake up every day and to be delighted that, yeah, today is a new day. Even if you wake up and you went to bed with the problems and the issues, you wake up and you lay those things down and say, God, show me how to navigate this course, right? Today is a new day. A new miracle made by God just for you, right? The apple of his eye. How amazing is that? And affirmation 3 is one that is used, and I think it's so used, but it's a special affirmation regardless, right? It may be misused, but it's potent, right? It's potent and it's important for every believer of God and Source, right? It says, with God, the only impossible thing is nothing, right? With God, the only impossible thing is nothing. And it means that if I am truly joining God on this life journey, then there will be nothing that I can't overcome. If I'm truly joining God on this journey, this life journey, there will be nothing I cannot overcome. If I'm doing it on my own, certainly it will seem impossible. But if I'm joining my source, my God, on the journey and joining God to do great and powerful things, there will be nothing that I can overcome, right? With God, the only impossible thing is nothing. So nothing from nothing leaves nothing because nothing is there. So with God, everything is impossible. Of course, if I join God, it becomes possible, right? Awesome, awesome, awesome. With God, the only impossible thing is nothing because nothing from nothing leaves absolutely nothing. But with God, there's always something to accomplish, always something to join God with, right? If we're truly joining God in these great faith exploits, right? God is taking us on a journey, a wonderful journey. So this overused affirmation with God, there's nothing impossible. We said it in a heartbeat, but do we truly internalize it and really live it out? So today I say to you, live out this affirmation that's become cliche, but allow it to become life in your life today. What is it you're going to venture into that it's God source that's going to take you through? And you will see God's manifestation of what may have seemed impossible to you to begin with. I am journeying on venturing something new today, and I'm so excited about what is going to come out of it. And that's how I'm venturing into it. I don't know the magnitude of it, but I know that it's going to be great. I know that it's going to take me to great heights. I know that it's going to be in areas that I've never been before, but I go in prepared and ready to receive what I'm going to get out of it and to work it out, work out my faith, right? Work out my salvation. So with God, the only impossible thing is nothing. Number 4 is, I will receive God's blessings with humility, for each one is modest compared to the greater one that follows me. My goodness. I will receive God's blessings with humility, for each one is modest compared to the greater one that follows next. So humble yourself before the mighty God, right? Humble yourself with humility, because your blessings of today, your next is even greater. So when we're humble and we say, oh my goodness, thank you, God, for allowing this to take place in my life, we're opening ourselves to receive even the greater. But if we're not humble, why would God source trust us to do even greater, right? But when we're humble with humility in receiving and to also giving, right? The law of reciprocity, to get and to give, we are open to receive even the more, because now we're good stewards over the resources. So we thank God for this special affirmation. Try to live it out today, as I am going to live it out today, and you will see the manifestations of it later on, of course, during this year. So we thank God for that. I will tell you more about that. And affirmation number 5, and the last affirmation of today, is the love of God is endless and his blessings are boundless. Isn't that awesome to know? The love of God is endless and his blessings are boundless. Yes. So see God beyond relationships, right? That have caused you some pain. But to see that how God, the source, is able to mend your heart and give you too much love, I call it, right? Too much love. God continually pours in the love. My God, he calls you his beloved. He first loved you so that you could be a love source in this earth realm. So take love with you today. This boundless love just touching people and pouring into their hearts. And I'll give you some corresponding scriptures to go with the affirmation. Affirmation number 3, Luke 1:7, you can look at that. Affirmation number 4, you can look at Malachi 3:10. Affirmation number 5, you can look at John 3:16. And of course, 1 John 4:16. So that is all that I have for you today. My name is Marva Dolphin. I am a spiritual growth and transformation coach. And I really love to help people to tap in and move beyond the bounds that is inside that's keeping them from thriving and soaring. And so if you desire to work with me, send me a DM message and I will certainly get in touch with you. And for the rest of you, God bless you and have an amazing day, living, loving, and laughing. Always laugh. Get some good laughs in every single day, and be sure to launch into your greatness. God bless you and have an amazing day.